Hello, welcome to Calculus Online at UMKC. My name is Stephanie Van Ryan and I'll be your instructor for the course. The purpose of this video is to go over um, the syllabus, Blackboard, and the MyMathLab we'll be using this semester. So when you log into Blackboard, you're going to be able to find all this information and find this link to this video if you need to refresh yourself. So the first thing I want to go over is the syllabus, and you can see the syllabus will be attached here. And if you click that, your computer downloads it or opens it in another tab. And this is our course syllabus. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit and I'm not going to go over every single thing with you. I expect you to read through it, but I'm going to highlight some of the things. This is an online course, and being in an online course, it can be difficult to get in contact with me, but I want you to get in contact with me. If you have any questions or concerns about the course, communication is key. The MyMathLab program has a lot of resources for you to read or look at videos or go through interactive figures for you to understand the material, but communication with me is key. So you can methods of correspondence. I have a Piazza message board set up, and I'll send you a link to that email on Friday. But you can also find the sign up link here on the syllabus. So if something happened there, you can click the sign up link and sign up. This will also take you to the Piazza message board. Once you sign in once and you save your password, if you're on the same computer and you click the Piazza message board links at any different place, it should take you to our message board. I give my phone number so you can call or text me, and I try to be available in that format. Email, of course, umkc.edu email address. There's a record there, so if you have any questions, you can send me that email, and that's on the UMKC server. I have a virtual office set up. I have various different ways to communicate with me one-on-one, and the best one I've used so far has been Zoom. We can use Blackboard Collaborate, or I'm open to other ideas if you have a certain one you like, Google Hangout or something like that, but Zoom has seemed to be the easiest to use for a majority of my students. I have office hours in Starfish. You can go into Starfish and make an appointment with me. I'm available Mondays from 8 to 9, and that's when I'm going to be 100% in front of my computer. 99% of the time, I'm probably really close to one of those devices. If you send me an email or text message or some kind of post on Piazza message board, I try to answer that as fast as I can. The course information, you can read that over. The required material for this course is access to MyMathLab, so you can purchase the physical copy of the textbook and access, or you can purchase just access, and that's up to you. Looking at the evaluation and grading criteria, the final grades will be based on this breakdown. One thing to note, the final is mandatory. You have to take the final exam. So even if you have, a C going into the final and you're happy with that, you have to take the final to pass the course. So that's something. You can look over the topics we're going to cover and read a little bit about the homework. There's kind of two types of homework. There's the MyMathLab homework, and then I will be assigning some written homework. And the written homework will be in Blackboard, and I'll go over that in Blackboard, how you will download that written homework and work on it and then upload it to Blackboard. And then I will grade it in Blackboard, and I can show you some examples of that. The quizzes in MyMathLab, you can read about the various quizzes we have in MyMathLab. Exams will be proctored, and you will have to come to campus or a proctoring testing center if you are not around the UMKC area, and send me that information if you're at another university or something and have a proctored testing center. Give me that information and I will set up your exams through that. Libraries and other public places have worked out in the past, but if you have any questions on that, just send me an email and let me know. Exams will be on campus, and I'll go over how to sign up for exams. They'll be in weeks 4, 8, 11, and 15. The final exam will be Saturday, December 10th at 10:30 in Royal Hall 111. So just so you guys know, that is there. You can read the student learning outcomes. And then the rest of the syllabus is just kind of what's required for us to have, and you can read through there on your own. So going back to the Blackboard site, we see that the toolbar on the left-hand side of the page has checklist and schedule. So if we go to this checklist and schedule, I have found it be very beneficial for students to print this off and have it by their desk or where they work. So I have a PDF version of that there, and you should be able to download that and print this off and kind of check it as you go. You can also see here one way to sign up for exams. So in the 4th week, you guys will be taking your first exam, and you have a choice of taking it on Friday or Saturday of that week. Generally, you'll have Friday, Saturday, or Monday night to pick, but since Monday of that 4th week, well, the 5th week is the census day, I want you guys to be able to take the exam, decide whether or not you want to drop the course without any penalty. So you will click on the doodle link, and it's going to send you to a poll. And if you scroll down, you'll put in your name and then pick what time you want to take the exam. That way the proctors will know and be ready for you on the exam. I'm going to go ahead and go back and show you for the second one, you have a little bit more options. So if you click here, if you click to put your name in, it will give you, you can take it on Friday, Saturday, or Monday evening. So that first exam, you won't have that Monday evening choice. If something does not work for you during the semester, communication is key. So you can go ahead and tell me that you're going to email me, and I'll expect to see that email, and we'll work out something during the semester. So the checklist and schedule is very handy. I will be sending out weekly emails just to keep you guys on track and kind of watch you guys and see how you go. The lecture notes are from the textbook, and I tried to kind of consolidate what's kind of going on and what you need to emphasize as you're trying to study. So this would be example of, chapter 2, talk a little bit about what this section is going on. I might put in some definitions or some screenshots from the book and just kind of go through that. Of course, you'll also have your homework to be paired with this, and if anything's struggling, then you can post to the Piazza message board, which you can find the link here. You can email me, let me know if I need to make a video to clarify something. There's some videos built in MyMathLab, which is something that is also discussed in this video. So the last thing in Blackboard is the written homework, and the written homework will be under this written homework tab, and I haven't uploaded any yet, but once you click here, you should be able to, you'll scroll down and you'll see a written homework assignment here with the details, and you can click on that and it'll be something you can print off and you can work right on top of, just like you're taking a test, and then you're going to scan that in and upload that to Blackboard. So we have a written assignment in week 2, so if anyone has any questions on that, it has to be in PDF form, so I might make a separate video on exactly how to do that once I have a written assignment in there. Written assignments, anything written assignments or written exams will be graded in your Blackboard gradebook, and then it will be uploaded to your MyMathLab gradebook. So MyMathLab gradebook is the key. Everything is involved in the MyMathLab gradebook. That's what we'll be using. Your Blackboard gradebook is just a way of communicating with me. So you're going to upload your assignments. I'm going to grade them and give you written feedback in Blackboard, but I'm going to put the score in MyMathLab. So that brings us to MyMathLab, and MyMathLab is an outside system, so it's linked to Blackboard. So once you link your Pearson account to Blackboard, you won't have to log into Pearson anymore. You can just go straight from Blackboard to MyMathLab. If you have any issues in MyMathLab, you might want to do a browser check. And so that's going to tell you, oh, you have a problem with your pop-ups or your cookies or whatnot. This always gives you wanting to make sure to check to see if you have the version, and if you click on it and it opens, then you have the right version. So this is the way we're going to read our textbook. I know this is a lot of material kind of thrown at you, but keep in mind you can always come back to this video and see what's going on there. So, and it shows details on how to get it if anything is not good. This link will take you to the home page in MyMathLab. So if you haven't signed in to Pearson, once you click on that link and sign in, it's going to start your 14-day free trial. So if you do this on Monday, you start your 14-day free trial. If you open it the Saturday before Monday, that starts your 14-day free trial. So keep that in mind. But once you get to your home page, then you can kind of explore MyMathLab. And you can see what to work on, what's coming up. You can view all your assignments. If you click on View All Assignments, it's going to list, for some reason I'm on a different page, but it's going to list the homework assignments and their due dates and anything that might be going on, like time limits or attempts. All the quizzes, you have unlimited attempts, so you can get in there and really try them. Those quizzes are to really help prepare you for that exam coming up. So homework, you can get in the homework. If you open the homework, you have unlimited attempts on each question. So you want to make sure you can understand this question. And if you just put in a number and you can check your number, you can clear everything and it goes through, and it's pretty user friendly. There's this question help. So you're like, I have no idea how to do this. Let's see an example. And you can continue on and it gives you step by step. If you click on help me solve it, it actually makes you put in the steps. So here it's saying multiply both sides by 4 over 5. So over here would be 4 over 5b. So I'm going to check my answer and it's going to take me to the next step and it's going to help me solve that. And then once I close it, I'm going to have to do another problem to get that point. So you can use the help me solve it and the view the example, but just be aware that it's going to change that problem. It really wants you to understand how to do a variety of those types of problems. You can look at your scores before you go. Some of them have a reminder that, or a prerequisite, you have to score 80%, so you have to go through and get 80% before you can start part 2 of the review homework. And the review homework, this is really college algebra and trig. So take your time, go through review there, make sure you understand what's going on. One thing, if you click on the homework tab, it's not going to show you everything unless you click on them all assignments. So that's something, if you're like, oh, I'm doing everything on the homework tab, make sure you're not skipping the quizzes. So one thing I want to go over is the multimedia library, and this is where they kind of house all the useful resources within MyMathLab. So if we just want to look at all the resources available for 2.1, the ideas of a limit, this will give you the link to the textbook, link to any interactive figures in the textbook, and that also is linked within the textbook. So if you want to look at a specific one, you can find that link here. PowerPoint, sometimes students find it beneficial to kind of go through the PowerPoint, and then also video examples. So if you're struggling with average and instantaneous velocity, you can watch this video example to kind of explain that. You can start here and say, okay, I'm going to look the video example over 2.1 before I start the homework. You can look in the homework and just kind of go through it. And like I said before, if I go to 2.1 in the homework, I can look at question by question, or I can go through the 5 questions at once and say, what am I doing here? And if you look at question help, sometimes there's a video right there. So you're like, what is this saying? What do I need to do? It's going to pop up a video And it's going to take you to that same video of that section. So it's kind of up to you which way you kind of want to go about it. You have every opportunity to get 100% on your homework and on your quizzes because you have unlimited attempts on your quizzes and you have unlimited attempts on your homework. So on your homework, your question by question is unlimited. Your quiz, you'll have to take the whole quiz at one time. You get your grade and then you can go back in and take the quiz again. But again, you have that option. The ebook is, so the ebook, if you didn't purchase a physical copy of the textbook, you can find the ebook here and you can find different sections. And to download the player, if you didn't do that on the browser check, you can do that here. MyMathLab is a pretty useful tool to understanding the material, but ultimately it's how much time you put into it. I try to guide you guys if you fall behind or if you need anything extended, what's going on. I try to keep you on pace to do well on each hour exams during the semester as well as the final exam, and it's kind of all up to you guys how much time you put into the course. So if you have any questions on anything, please keep me posted, and I'm more than willing to make a quick video or explain something or kind of highlight an important thing in the chapter. And I'll be doing that weekly. I'll send out weekly announcements saying these are good problems that, this is a key concept to understand. These are good problems that are going to show up on the hour exams. And the problems that I will be taking for your hour exams will be from the homework and quizzes. So you won't see anything that you haven't seen before.